I asked for a divorce because my wife kept flirting with her guy friends. One of them was an ex. She refused to stop being friends with any of them and expected me to accept it. I just don't trust her anymore. I am 26 and I got married to Eva, 26, last year, and we've been together overall for 4 years. When Eva and I first met, we dated a few times before committing, and she was honest with me that she went on other dates and also had some one-night stands with some guys before we decided to be together. She was upfront about it, so I didn't have a problem with it. It was after our wedding when Eva had some friends over and we were all hanging out that things started to change for me. Her friends were all talking about Eva's type and how I was so not it. Eva tried to get them off the topic, but then they mentioned Brennan, who is friends with Eva and the friends who were there that day, who she semi-regularly hangs out with in the group. Brennan was one of the one-night stands Eva had before we became a couple. And apparently, he wants to be more than friends, which when I asked her if it was true, she confirmed. It's not just him either. There are 2 other guys who hang out with her and her friends who she has pretty regular contact with, and they're also interested in Eva and they flirt with her frequently. She said she didn't see the harm in letting them flirt as long as she kept her boundaries firmly in place, and she told me just because they're her regular type doesn't mean she'd cheat on me with any of them. Then she told me she wouldn't stop being friends with any of these guys and I would need to accept it. I asked her would she be just as fine with it if I were still in contact with someone I slept with before who still liked me and was open about wanting to be with me. She told me I never did hookups or casual, and I only did serious relationships, so that would be different and she would not like me to be friends with my exes. I asked her to pretend I had a past hookup and we were friends. She got annoyed and told me I was trying to twist things. One of my problems with all of this was she was honest. She went on other dates and had some one-night stands, but she never told me one was her friend. Add to that she's friends with guys who flirt with her and want to be with her. And she wouldn't answer how she'd feel in the reverse. The other thing is she lets the flirting happen, and even though she said she has boundaries in place, sometimes she looks and sounds like she's flirting back. Maybe that's my paranoia, because I was blindsided by then Brennan thing. But on a night out, she was talking to friends about how exciting the party animal / slightly bad boy guys are and how attractive they were to her. That's not me at all, and hearing her say that in front of these guys who fit that description and after everything else, I just lost my trust in her. I mentioned the flirty stuff she says to the guys, and she said it's not flirty, they're just friends. So then I asked why she doesn't do that with her female friends she's known her whole life, and she was silent. She doesn't fix her girlfriend's hair or touch their arms or call them hot, but she does all that with the guys. I realized after that talk that I just don't trust her. Then after thinking about how dismissive she was when I tried to talk to her about it, I started to come to the conclusion that we just wouldn't work. I don't have an issue with her being friends with guys, but the only guys she's friends with are her usual type, and she slept with one already and has a flirty relationship with them. There's no way I would feel secure with that, and I don't want this to become a toxic relationship. She already told me she won't stop being friends with them, which is fine. But I know I can't accept it after everything. I told her a couple of weeks ago I want a divorce. She wanted to know why, and I told her the truth. I don't trust her. She said it was a way out and a poor reason to divorce, but I don't know. I think it's better to end it now than wait for it to become something toxic / bad. But maybe I'm being a jerk about this whole thing. Best comments. The reasons for divorce are your own. You are entitled to them. I can understand how you feel, and it seems she doesn't have much respect for your boundaries and is incapable of setting her own. Assuming what you say is true, and if she is indeed openly flirting with guys she knows are interested in her, that is an obvious lack of respect for you. She denies flirting with them, but I have seen it with my own eyes and heard it. Maybe that's not her intention, but I think her refusal to answer when I asked about her female friends and why she's not like that with them says a lot. It's frustrating because I did trust her before, but that's gone and I don't see a way to get back to trusting her when she just tells me to deal with it or accept at the end. She is completely disregarding how you feel, and she is flirting with other men without seeing any problem in it. She is not wife material. She can enjoy the flirt and interest of other men being single, or find someone who doesn't mind flirting with others. That's not me, especially when you know they want to be with you and have stated this and flirt with you regularly. She told me just because they're her regular type doesn't mean she'd cheat on me with any of them. Do you trust her with this statement? Because I don't. That wasn't as much of a red flag for me at first as her other statements and her refusal to answer about role reversal. But I can see where this statement was just another to add to the list now. She simply wants to be married to you, but at the same time feel validated by other guys. The worst type of person is someone who makes their exes sit at a table. I'll be clear, just on the surface, she is having an emotional affair with this friend, and it has most likely been physical for a long time. Get out soon before your mentality goes away in the long term, since her concern for you and your feelings is zero. Run as quickly as possible to a lawyer.